Pa muito feo mal. A month and a half ago, a man on the street in Haiti told that to me just prior to asking me if there was anything I could do to help him to get some lunch. He said, I don't mean you any harm, or I didn't come up to you to give you any harm. Yesterday in downtown Detroit, the youth group, kids and I and another church member went down and had a great time eating hot dogs at Lafayette Coney and American Coney Dog, doing the Coney Dog Challenge, which place do you like better? They're right next door to each other, founded by two brothers, as I understand it. So at any rate, I was there, and a man came up to me, and he said almost the exact same thing, but in English. He said, hey, I don't mean you any harm, but I'm hungry. So I always qualify that statement. I've interacted with a lot of impoverished folks all over this country and in Haiti and a little bit elsewhere. I say, well, can I buy you food? Are you really hungry, or is this just a way to see if I'll do something else for you? What is your real need? And I said, no, I'm starving. So he had a lunch the youth leader bought for him of a loose hamburger, they call it, and some fries. So hopefully his stomach's doing okay today. It's good food, though. My point is to say this to you. Whether I'm in Haiti or I'm here in just the span of just several weeks, these two men came up to me and said the exact same thing. Hey, I don't mean you any harm. The truth is, while we often fear the poor, at least in my relative experience, pretty experienced interacting with people in shelters and on the street and limitedly, say, global poverty, though I definitely have entered into that. The poor don't mean you any harm. Generally speaking, they don't. And God is calling us to care about the injustice in the world, people's poverty. He's not calling us to judge what got them there, because there's so many possibilities of factors of what got them there. He's calling us to care. And the simple truth of the matter is that we can isolate, get ourselves as far away from poor people as we can. Jesus said they'll always be among us. And he didn't say that dismissively, like, don't care. Why do I care so much about the poor? Somebody asked me yesterday. I care because God's calling us to care. Also because I have locked eyes with so many people who are imprisoned by poverty. Poor don't mean you any harm. Pa muito feo mal. I didn't come up to you to do you harm. Listen, I want to encourage you today to prayerfully consider your heart, our attitudes when it comes to the poor. They're not others. Given just slightly different circumstances, they'd be you and me. God bless you today. Amen.